But Perry Stone put out a video that I have a friend who was in a secret meeting who texted me and told me that the government is preparing to disclose aliens to everybody. We need to all get ready. This right here, this post says, televangelist Perry Stone, a super secret meeting took place with many pastors in a secret stage where secret government officials confirmed to them soon there will be disclosure about alien crafts not of this world, but reptilian-looking creatures among us.
Oh, yeah!
The lizard people.
I execute judgment on you, Satan!
This is real. This is real. Oh, boy. He claims the upcoming Steven Spielberg movie Disclosure Day is based on what is coming. I don't know what President Trump is planning on declassifying with the U.S. UFO files, but one thing I'm sure of, many pastors in America controlled. They've sold their souls. They're a total control mechanism for evangelicals. I don't trust any one of them. First of all, I do not know one independent fundamental Baptist pastor that's controlled by the government. I do not know any Southern Baptist pastors that are controlled by the government. Now, there may be, but I don't know who these guys are. But so that's just an easy conspiracy theory to throw at people. Just to get them. You don't trust all the preachers, trust me. Don't trust all of them, trust me. That's a manipulation tactic. Also, notably, in early December 2025, 5 months ago, a certain country hosted a first-of-its-kind delegation of roughly 1,000 American Christian pastors and influencers. So I'm going to play this for you. I want you to listen to this with me and listen to what Perry Stone says. I'm going to break this down for you and give you some commentary along the way just to show you kind of how this game works. But let's just watch this together for a moment.
For the next few moments of something that came to my attention very, very recently. I had a friend that sent me a text message. I was in a meeting, a weekend meeting, preaching Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. And he said, Perry, can you give me a call? I have some information that has come to my attention. Of course, when a friend of yours does that you know quite well, you have no idea what information they're talking about. And I'm not going to go into great detail.
First of all, that's it right there. I got some really hot information, like stuff that's going to change the world forever, but I'm not going to tell you. You're like, do you see the carrot being dangled on the stick for you? Saying, hey, come follow me. I mean, you're being played. I'm not going to tell you everything, but I'm going to tell you just enough juicy stuff to get you. And by the way, there's probably a book being sold here in the near future. So here we go.
But there were a large number of pastors that had been invited to go to a certain state to hear some men in the United States government and others share with them a concern that they had. And this particular man, and I'll not name him, and
because he's not real.
Then we may,
and remember, Perry Stone does not tell the truth.
End up doing some teachings with him or having an event at his church. He has a great church. But he said, Perry, what they're about to release, from what we're hearing, there's going to be a release concerning aliens and concerning unidentified flying object spacecraft that some of the people who were in the meeting were telling us as pastors, you need to prepare your people and you need to get ready to answer them for what you're about to hear being released. And some of it has to do with crafts that have been discovered that are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet.
Okay, prepare your people for a revelation that aliens are real. Okay, first of all, if you're a pastor, how do you prepare people for that? What does that mean? Does that mean that we're going to war? Does that mean that we're going to have to Your people are not going to believe the Bible anymore. Like, what does that mean? Prepare your people. And I see people say that all the time, especially these people who have like real fuzzy eschatology. They're always saying things. People have no idea what's coming. People have no idea everybody needs to get ready for what's coming. Well, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean? Do I need to go, like, do I need to stop the live stream and run down the road down here to the Dollar General? And do I need to go like clean off the shelves there and make sure I have all the ice cream in that store and put it in my house and so that I can survive because something's about to happen? I mean, what does that mean? And they never specify that. They use this language that's all emotional, like, you better get ready. It's coming. It's coming. You better get ready because people have no idea what's about to happen. Okay. You're right. What do you know? Like, what is about to happen? Tell me. Why don't you just tell me what's about to happen? And these people I don't know if they're just addicted to fear. There's a channel that I used to watch it every now and then. It was about survival preparedness. And I remember when Obama was in office, there was a time where survival preparedness was really hot, and everybody thought the American economy was going under, and that's when The Walking Dead came out, and everybody's learning all this survival stuff, and we like white people were organized all across the country to start homeless shelters across the country because the economy was about to collapse, and it was exciting. Everybody's just like, get ready, it's coming. What is it? Okay, anyway, sorry for my rant. I'm going to let Perry Stone continue.
Strange reptilian-looking creatures.
Oh, I got to go back. Hang on.
That are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet. Very strange reptilian-looking creatures.
There we go.
And other things that almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or an Orson Welles book. And so here's what he was sharing with me. We discussed a little bit. What are these things that are appearing? Steven Spielberg is about to do a movie, and he's basing it on some of what I've been told, the information that he's come across, that he's had research presented to him. So it's like a sci-fi movie, but it's not a sci-fi movie. Now, I want to say this. I want you to listen to me very carefully what I'm going to say. What I'm going to say is going to be a little bit controversial, but my son wants him and I.
I'm sorry, but when Perry Stone starts talking about lizard people and there's interdimensional beings and spacecraft of another world, but wait, what I'm about to say is controversial. Like, he just bypassed the lizard people, and then, as if that was nothing. And now he's just like, now that I've said all that, what I'm about to say is controversial. Perry Stone. Thank you, Lord, for Perry Stone. He has entertained me for years. Oh my goodness, Perry Stone. I love this man. Oh, wow. Okay. Anyway, here we go.
But it's not a sci-fi movie. Now, I want to say this. I want you to listen to me very carefully what I'm going to say. What I'm going to say is going to be a little bit controversial, but my son wants him and I. Now, my son's way out there. I'm letting you know up front. He's got some.
When Perry Stone says that you're way out there, you're a lunatic. Oh, how far out there do you have to be for Perry Stone to say you're out there? Oh, I'm going to try to behave. I'm sorry.
Theories, and it's like, Jonathan, where did you come up with that? And he's a researcher. He's wide open on a lot of things that most people would not even be aware of, or some people wouldn't be interested in, but others are definitely interested in. Okay, first of all, we read this in the Bible. By faith, we understand that the worlds were created and framed by the Word of God. Now, the worlds there would be the planets, the earth, And remember this, that in the second heaven, first heaven is, when you have the earth, you have the first heaven, which is the clouds in the atmosphere, 60 miles up. But when you get past that into the darkness of the heaven, into the cosmos, let's say it that way, you have the sun, moon, and stars, you have the nebulas, you have the constellations, you have the galaxies, you have the Milky Way. I mean, the Milky Way is not just, we're just a pinpoint of what stretches out there. And they say that creation continues to expand. Well, that's because when God said, let there be light, it continues to create. I have no problem with the expanding universe theory because God never took back his word. God said, let there be, and boom, it continues to create. So that's another subject in itself. But there are stories out there, and some of them I'm not going to tell because I don't want to get...
Do you see that again? He's like, that story that I'm not going to tell you. It's like he's dangling a carrot, man. He's trying to lure you in with half information as if he's got some sort of Gnostic secret insider info. He's trying to project importance and wisdom. And that this is Perry Stone,
continues to create. So that's another subject in itself. But there are stories out there, and some of them I'm not going to tell because I don't want to get caught up with people taking what I say and trying to edit it and clip it and make it say things I didn't. This is the kind of stuff I would teach at one of my conferences more than I would on a YouTube channel, or definitely more than I would on social media, because people read into what you say, they add to what you say, they take away from what you say, they make you say things you didn't say, then they create some kind of AI that definitely was not you. But
that was a very boomer statement. I ain't saying it on the internet because I don't want AI to get me. I don't want somebody to edit it, and I certainly don't want no AI to get it. I'm sorry, I can't behave today.
Here's what I want to tell you. According to the men who were present, who have the information, they said to these pastors, you're going to have two responses more than likely when all this information is eventually released. Now, I don't know what the total information is. I know a little bit about what it's about, but apparently whatever this is very serious. And number one, you're going to have people who are going to say, if there are galaxies and there are allegedly other creations in the galaxies, then the whole creation story is a myth. And you're going to have people that's going to apostatize and turn from the Christian faith because they have no answer for what they're about to hear.
Which is that's the entire agenda of space and all that type of stuff. And that's what he said there is correct.
He said the opposite will be, there will be a group of people who are not followers of Christ, are not followers of the Bible, and they're going to freak out, and they're going to come to pastors, ministers, and teachers and say, what is this? Is this really real? Now, my son thinks that a lot of this is going to be government fabrications to eventually, over time, explain away disappearances. Now, this is not a movie. There's like 11 scientists that all have one thing in common. I'll let you research this, that have disappeared.
Yeah, okay. Now, I don't know if you guys have looked into that yet. Let me pull up an article on that. Let's see here. UFO scientist death. There's been some really wild stuff surrounding that. I'm going to build off what he just said right there. Use that as a launching point. Let's see here. What is this, Rolling Stone magazine? I have no idea. Around a dozen scientists have died or disappeared. What's going on? And all of these scientists largely have had connections with, aeronautical engineering and what was it? There was one. Quantum physics and stuff like that. Let's see here. So Kirsten just sent me an article on this. This was the one that I'm wanting to get into. This is from the Daily Mail. Now, the Daily Mail is a complete ad bomb on your face on these things. So I'm going to have to give that just a second to clear up here. But yeah, here we go. This is from the dailymail.com. UFO-linked scientist claims a top-secret energy weapon blasted her before her death. Now the Pentagon admits they are real. And this is May 5th, so this is today on the dailymail.com. A futuristic weapon often dismissed as a conspiracy theory has been publicly acknowledged as being part of the U.S. military's vast arsenal. Now, you guys remember when the United States took over Colombia. Donald Trump is like the Lord Emperor of America. We're taking over Greenland. We're taking over Colombia, and now apparently we're taking over Cuba too. I don't even know. Marco Rubio's got to be sitting there having panic attacks every day. It probably takes 5 minutes every hour to find a closet there in the White House to go cry. Because he don't know what's going on. I don't know if anybody knows what's going on.
Shut up.
And so, I mean, what a time to be alive. Donald Trump has been the most entertaining president I have ever seen in my life. But besides the point, the Colombian military said that there were energy weapons being shot down that like absolutely stunned them all as that all went on. So when they went down there and took over kidnapped the dictator. So the U.S. Department of War Star Wars Day on May 4th to state that directed energy weapons are a fine addition to our arsenal. Direct energy weapons are devices capable of firing rays of energy such as microwaves at a target. Simply put, they fire lasers at the enemy, often to scramble and physically damage electronic equipment. In the Pentagon's post on social media, they confirmed that DEW's direct energy weapons are beams of concentrated electromagnetic energy or atomic or subatomic particles. Monday's post cemented decades of rumors that the military had been working on futuristic weapons that was once thought of as science fiction or unrealistic experiments by Pentagon researchers. However, the revelation comes as the stunning claims from a dead scientist were recently unearthed, alleging that she was a target and victim of a direct energy weapon attack on her own home in 2022. And Amy Eskridge, who reportedly took her own life there in June 2022, age 34, shared shocking images that allegedly showed the damage these weapons could cause to the human's body. Pictures and text messages shared with the Daily Mail by former British intelligence officer revealed burned skin, lesions, and painful blisters. Eskridge allegedly suffered after a beam from a DEW was fired into a home by an unknown assailant. And so, yeah, that's who this girl was. I think she worked... from what I read, she worked with quantum mechanics or something. Like she was into something really deep. Frank Milburn, a retired paratrooper, investigated Estridge case, concluded she was murdered by a private aerospace company. Sounds something like Boeing or NASA or something like that, to stop her research on futuristic propulsion technology. And if this is true, if that's true, that would not be the first person in American history that they did this to. They did that to Nikola Tesla as well. Nikola Tesla said that he had an energy weapon that he had devised that could actually destroy buildings. He called it the death ray, is what he called it. And he claimed, he actually had documents saying that I'd created this and I tried to, the government came and took it from me. And so actually it was Donald Trump's uncle that was the head of MIT. I think it's Philip Trump or something like that, that he took that weapon from him and said that there was nothing to it. Obviously, we think that there was probably something to it. Images shared by Milburn also reveal how a microwave from allegedly DW scorched the window of Eskridge's Huntsville, Alabama home as the beam passed through the glass. Eskridge's death, I hope I'm saying her name right, was reportedly ruled a suicide, but the scientist allegedly consulted a former CIA weapons expert about the DEW attack early 22. My CIA weapons guy on the team saw my hands. They were burned really badly a couple months ago, and he saw the window pane in person. He had built things like that, and it was most likely an RF K-band emitter run by 5-car batteries strung together from inside an SUV. While there's been no physical evidence to confirm Estridge and Milburn's claim regarding the DEW attack, the theory that such a weapon uses a K-band emitter does match what the military is currently using in its laser weapons test. The K-band is a specific range of invisible radio waves or microwaves that military-directed energy weapons can use to send out powerful beams at enemy targets. These beams can travel well, focus tightly on a target, and are specifically good at damaging electronics inside drones, missiles, or vehicles from a distance. Now, if you don't think that they have that, I think you're crazy. I think they do have stuff like that. I want to just throw that out there for you. We're going to get back to that in just a moment.